I'm Heinrich from the Bavarian Anxiety Clinic, and anxiety is a really, really scary thing. Like, it throws you completely out of your element. Like, it's the little things that you were used to in everyday life kind of throw you, and they start to scare you, and you start to worry about them and feel trapped by them, even when there's nothing wrong with it, and nothing's different than it ever has been. And it's incredibly difficult to convince yourself that there's nothing wrong with you, even though everything inside you is telling you that there is.
You do not know what anxiety is. You worked in a tractor factory during the war. I know what anxiety is. During the war, my platoon was killed in front of me. 300 men gone. I see their faces every night when I try to sleep. And every morning when I wake up, it is a horrible thing, anxiety. Not the tractor that would not start.
I think anxiety is not that. That's just postnatal after the war. You're just having bad feelings about you killed a lot of people. Anxiety is when you can't feel you can't do anything. You can't get out the house. You're just scared of being on your own or being with too many people. You just can't cope with society or life anymore.
I have difficulty with the philosophy of anxiety, because I think there's a border between fear and anxiety. I think the word anxiety is used too often these days as a kind of, like, it's almost a cliche. So you're saying, oh, I've got an anxiety of lifts, but what's the difference between an anxiety of lifts? You just don't like the space, you don't like lifts, or do you can't actually go in lifts? Is that fear or is it anxiety? And I've got a fear of corners, and whenever I come up to a corner, it's like both ways. If I'm in a corner in a car, I don't like it, and if I'm on the pavement, even if I'm on the pavement and a car comes round, I don't like it. And that's an actual fear, and I think anxiety is used too often as a little niggly thing, but fear takes you over.
I can't tell.